More and more people traveled to the Fat Controller's Railway. More and more ships came to the harbor. Every engine had to work very hard indeed. The trucks complained bitterly, but then again, trucks always do, so no one took notice. The coaches started complaining too. No sooner had they arrived at one train, they had to go out again with fresh passengers as another. We don't know whether we're coming or going. We feel quite distracted. No one can say that we're afraid of hard work, but we draw the line at goods trains. Ugh, what? No, I don't. Gordon, that's not what I was going to say. Oh, really? What were you going to say then? I was going to say, no one can say we're afraid of hard work, but it's obvious we need another engine. We're pulling more trains than usual, and we have less time to rest. And forget trucks, Gordon. Those bloody coaches won't shut up about how tired they are. We're the ones who are pulling them everywhere. Have they never considered how tired we feel? Pah! I don't know about you, but I'd rather have that than the trucks trying to throw me off the line every 20 seconds. I swear, ever since we've gotten busier, the trucks become more and more repulsive by the day. Really? They've been the same as usual to me. Of course. You're Henry, you'll do any job you're given. The trucks know I detest them, so they're bound to make me miserable whenever I'm with them. Though unlike James, I'm perfectly capable of handling them. What? I am capable of handling trucks, thank you! Do you now? I recall every time you're in the yard, you're always biffing them about, even they're not being troublesome. Have you ever considered shunting them normally for once? I don't need you of all engines to tell me that. Tell me what's worse, biffing trucks roughly, or sending them flying off the line? Oh, here we go. I think you'll find both of those are bad, James. You're both pathetic. I remember on the Great Western Railway. Oh, sod off, you and that lame tin pot railway. Lame? Tin pot? Let me tell you. Silence! Oh, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I wasn't the one complaining, sir. Gordon started it. Oi. Listen, I am aware that you're all tired from the extra workload, and it's evident that you all need more help. And that is why I'm pleased to announce that an engine for goods work will arrive from Glasgow tomorrow morning. Yay! A new engine! Less trucks for me to pull. Oh, finally, I can focus on the Express. A Scottish engine, huh? Now, hopefully the extra work will become more manageable with one more engine. Did you say 2 engines, Inspector? That's right, sir. Then send the other one back. Certainly, sir, but which one? Inspector, engines have numbers. We ordered number 57646. Send the other one back. Quite so, sir. Just a slight issue. What kind of issue? The engines are exactly the same, sir, and have no numbers. They say they've lost them on the way. Come along, Inspector. We'll soon settle that nonsense. Good morning, sir. Good morning. I hear you've lost your numbers. Now tell me, how did that happen? They might have slightly slipped it off, sir. Happened whilst we were travelling. Aye, we couldn't just stop in the middle of the main line, could we? So we just carried on. I see. So they slipped off on purpose. Sir, you wouldn't be thinking we lost them on purpose. I'm not so sure. Now, which one of you is 57646? Now that, sir, is just what we can't remember. See, back in Scotland, we never bothered remembering our numbers. There just wasn't any point. We all just called each other Oi or you anyway. What are your names? Donald and Douglas, sir. Excellent. Then your controller can tell me which of you is which. Oh, you'll get no muckle help from him, sir. Oh, why not? He didn't approve of us having names, sir. We only given ourselves names when we lost our numbers. One of you is playing truant. I shall find them out and send them home. Inspector, call the painters. Tell them to give these engines numbers. And after that, set them to work. Yes, sir. Is that? No, it must be a coincidence. There's no way. It's been 3 years. There's no way they just come back. There's 2 of them. Thomas was right. Maybe I shouldn't have taken from that coal hopper. Mr. Blue? All done now. Psst, Dougie, you may have noticed that young painters forgot something. What did they forget? They painted brand new numbers on us, but not our names. Oh, that means we can. Aye, just that. Look. Hold your wrist. It's the inspector. And him. Now 9 and 10. Here's Duck. He'll show you around before you start work. Aye, sir. Hello, Duck. Now, there's lots of work to do, so make sure you show them around quickly, Duck. Alright, got that. Now number 9. It's a very busy time for the railway right now, so I want no nonsense from you, you got that? Aye, I got you. The twins enjoyed themselves, and Douglas was soon friends with Duck. They didn't mind what they did. They tackled goods trains and coaches easily. For once the twins had shunted them, the trucks were better than to try new tricks. We like it fine here? That's good, but take my tip. Watch out for James, Henry and Gordon. James can be very loud and will start whining if you give him drugs. Henry might mess up the yard if you let him touching the rolling stock, and Gordon, well, I'm sure Donald can tell you all about him. You'll do that, won't you, Donald? Sure, whatever. Huh? So you're saying that there's a chance that one of the twins is the engine that you and Doug argue with about London Station? Yes. Then, why are you telling me? Shouldn't you be discussing this with Doug? Don't drag me into your stupid argument about a bloody station name. Henry, it's been 3 years. I'm not that petty. Besides, I'm not even sure if Donald Douglas is really that engine or not. All the more reasons for you to ask him then. Doug's really good at remembering engines, isn't he? He'll definitely recognize one of the twins is that engine, I'm sure of it. And what if he's wrong? What if it turns out neither of the twins are that engine? I'd be accusing a poor engine of something they didn't do. So this is about London Station. Gordon, it's not that serious. The worst you'd be doing is accusing him of misnaming a station. If it turns out neither of the twins are that engine, then just apologize and say you got the wrong engine. It's not that hard. What happened to, if they ever come back, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind? Did I say that? You did! As well as the rest of your argument, because you all wouldn't shut up and let us rest that night. What? They sound like buses. Oh, not ships. Ships! Ships! You're so right, Henry. Ships. Like Tugboat Alley. I need a coach, you doofus. No. It's a film my driver showed me once. They sound like ships. Nice one, Henry. You wouldn't be making fun of us, would you know? Oh, no, certainly not. I would never. That's fine. Just mind yourself and keep it that way. Of course. It was Henry who called them ships anyway. Huh? Is that so? Well, why don't we have a nice long chat, Henry? I have some questions about your methods of shunting. Oh no. Douglas, please. I have a deep tone whistle too. Gordon called me a ship. I got it from him. Okay, but that's not what I want to talk about. Mr. Blue. Yes? So you ended up going to London, I hear? Well, I guess I did. It's been some time since that, though. Excellent. I've got some news for you. Turns out we're all right. Huh? About what? London Station. Me, you, that dog fella. We were all correct about London Station. What do you mean by we're all correct? To put it simply, London has more than one station. What? If it makes you feel better, St. Pancras is only across the street from King's Cross. What? Next door? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a mail train to pull. Every day, punctually at 3:30, Gordon steams in with the express. It is full of people from England, Wales, and even Scotland. There's a special coach for passengers travelling to places on Thomas's branch line. When the coaches are taken away empty, engines have to remember to shunt the special coach to platform 2. It does not wait there long, as Thomas, along with Annie and Clarabelle, come hurrying from the junction to fetch it. One afternoon, Douglas was helping Duck in the yard while Donald was waiting to take a goods train to Sodor. Oh, you didn't have to worry about that, Duck. I'll take away Gordon's carriages. You continue arranging Donny's train. Thanks, Douglas. I'll leave it to you then. I hope the fat controller doesn't find out I shouldn't be here. I couldn't abide going back. Hello, Douglas. Hello, Thomas. Afternoon, Dougie. Afternoon, Donny. Where's Doug? Oh, Monty? He went to the yard after arranging my train. Monty? Hi, straight from Montague. Have you heard? It's Doug's real name, apparently. Toby told me at the junction last night. Donny, I know you like giving others nicknames, but Doug is already a nickname. Why not just call him that? See, that's what I didn't get about him. I didn't understand why he'd rather be called a species of bird rather than a fancy name like Montague. Where's my coach? Coach? What coach, Tom? My special coach, the one that Gordon brings for me. What's this about the special carriage, Thomas? It's not at platform 2. It's gone. I must find it. There's passengers in there. They have places to be. I can't afford to be late. Thomas, wait. I'll help. You search the carriage sheds. I'll go search the shunting yards. I think I saw Henry go to some carriages 10 minutes ago. Thanks, Gordon. Special coach, carriage, special carriage. Lost sakes! The special carriage! I must have stolen it away with the others. Will Tom be able to find it in time? No. The Walnut Wester comes in facing into the station. The special carriage is at the end of the express. Since I didn't move it to platform 2, that means I shunted it into the very back of the carriage shed. Oh no! Shh, shh, shh. Pipe down. Tom will hear you. Would you look at that? We're gonna complain to the fat controller, then he'll be coming here next. No, Emery, listen. We'll swap tenders. Then away with you, Donald. Switch tenders? How's that gonna help? We're gonna keep Donald's tender disconnected after switching, and make it look like your tender disconnected. I still didn't see why we had to swap tenders for this. We didn't have enough time, just do it! Aye, sir. I understand. You three, come with me. I shall have a word with my engineer. Number 10. He's coming! Act normal. Ah, number 9. Why haven't you taken the goods? My tender is away, sir. Disconnected right as I was about to leave. I see. Some defect, no doubt. Tell me, why did number 10 leave so quickly? Well, sir, my tender snapped up very suddenly, so I asked him to take the train for me. Maybe he's trying to make up for lost time. Here, ladies and gentlemen, are the facts. Number 10 has been shunting the yard. Your coach disappeared. We investigate. Then number 10 disappears too. You may draw your own conclusions. Please accept my apologies. I promise the matter will be investigated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sir? Olu. Douglas? Why on earth are you masquerading with Donald's tender?